Your angels, what is good? Welcome back for another week with me, Tatianna Tarot, in the Fortune Chronicles for the week of November 11th all the way to the 17th. I pray you guys are doing well. So much has transpired since I last checked in. Obviously, the presidential elections and much more has been going on. So I really wanted to take this time and provide not only some guidance, but a spiritual practice that helps me tremendously during times of stress and dis-ease and lack of connection, so to speak. And so on Wednesday, November 13th at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 9 a.m. Central Time, I will be leading a free masterclass on consulting your ancestral elders for guidance and your next steps on up-leveling your life in any area of your life. What we'll be doing in this masterclass is, yes, the following: using a flow of consciousness practice technique, which helps you channel higher wisdom, higher intelligence in an easeful and fun manner without over analyzing it. Okay, you'll learn how to receive your next steps and how to channel wisdom from your ancestors and future ancestors. You will learn how to clear and cleanse your energy and really fill in your energy field with your own authentic energy, so you're not picking up on a lot of the fear, anxiety, the collective energies that are very much permeating, at this time with everything that's going on. It's very much a frantic, chaotic energy. So you'll learn how to go ahead and do that, be much more proactive in setting up your energy field, making sure that you're not just collecting gunk unconsciously, and that you are choosing the frequency, the vibration, the reality that you want to live in. I also talk about setting up a spiritual practice that will help ground you, that will help bring clarity, that will help bring a sense of deepening your connection to self and source, especially during times like these. So if you want to attend that free masterclass, again, it's this Wednesday, November 13th, all right, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 9 a.m. Central. I have the link down below. You can sign up and receive the link. And again, if you miss it, that is okay. You will be sent the replay as long as we've got your email when you signed up, okay? It's gonna be a lot of fun. All you need to do is bring your good vibes, have a sacred space set up for yourself so you can concentrate and really focus on your inner work and your inner source, and just show up for whatever wants to show up for you at that time. So I can't wait to see you guys on Wednesday. Go ahead and share the link, okay? Share the link with a friend, because you never know whoever might need this, right? You could replay it in the future or just incorporate it in your daily practice. Now, for those that are new to my channel, what's good? I'm your girl, Tatianna Tarot. Welcome into this space. Every Sunday or Monday, I host these delicious videos, Fortune Chronicles for the week ahead. It is an energy channeled reading for the week ahead, just giving you guidance on whatever source and our elevated allies want us to know. All right. And I like to do these readings subdividing the elements. So we'll do sun, moon, rising, Venus is what you want to look into, or you can just watch the whole video in its entirety, or you can look into your fire, your earth, your air, and your water signs. Okay, go ahead and give mama a like and a subscribe if you find any of this helpful. I love providing you guys with spiritual wellness tips, spiritual technology tips, and things that are from the diaspora to help us thrive and live our best lives, right? And so let's get into our first reading. I am feeling water signs. So water signs, you're up first. Water, sun, moon, rising, Venus, water. Let's get into this a little bit. Hold on, let me just pull this down. Water, sun, moon, rising, Venus. Great Spirit, what do water signs need to be aware of for this week ahead? Okay, so the card that just flew out, King of Cups. Okay? Which is a water sign in and of itself. King of Cups speaks volumes on our ability to process our emotions in a healthy manner. Especially processing these emotions perhaps even in a creative or channeled way. So for one, the King of Cups is highly sensitive, he's highly intuitive, he is highly psychic. But there also, like, there's a depth to the emotional realm here with this card, with this character, and there's also an analytical sense behind the scenes to this energy of the King of Cups. Yes, you are highly emotional, you're highly in tune, you're highly empathic, you're highly sensitive and psychic, but there is an aspect that can pry into the reasoning behind why that is, or why am I channeling this, or who is it for, or how can I be utilizing this for my highest good, or what is meant for me to do with this information, etc., etc. We get a lot of that with the King of Cups. Water signs, this could be a week where emotionally you're starting to feel right back on points, especially if you were affected from the presidential election news and everything that has happened afterwards or before. If you've been feeling a little frenetic and a little offbeat, the King of Cups is kind of giving us this sense of grace. Like you will be back to feeling yourself. You will be emotionally imbalanced, but also this could be a sense of I am giving myself a healthy outlet to express these emotions, to articulate everything that's on my mind, what's been going on. This could be through poetry, this could be through writing, this could be through singing, this could be through acting, it could be through physical movements. It could just be your practice of journaling and channeling as well. Or maybe, you know, for those that are even more sensitive, because the veil, they're saying, you know, the veil the veil between the spirit world and the living world is very thin at this time, as it normally is during this time of year, but even more so. And so you might be picking up on things that, you know, people are letting their energetic field be filled up with, but not necessarily saying. So you'll pick up on the little things, you'll pick up on the big things, you'll pick up things in your dreams, right? So along with you having more emotional regulation and a means of processing that, be on the lookout and open your heart to any artistic, creative expressions that want to be birthed through you and to you at this time. You may be calling in divine alignment with partnerships, business opportunities, new innovative ideas to elevate your life through creativity. You may be even receiving this through psychic impressions, intuitive impressions, through what someone feels called to tell you about something. You could have a friend, you could have a stranger, you could have somebody be like, the great Lord told me to stop and talk to you today and give you this message. Yaka, yaka, yaka. You can also have a lot of ancestors coming through to you at this time. It is quite a heavy ancestral time. Again, I implore you guys to join my free masterclass this Wednesday, November 13th, okay, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 9 p.m., 9 a.m. Central. The link is down below, but I will be offering a free masterclass on consulting our ancestral allies, consulting our ancestral elders, the present and the future, right? And what are our next steps birth from that? What is our guidance point? And you know, how else can we utilize the ancestral forces to elevate ourselves in this realm? This is what they're here for, and this is the time for us to really tap into this innate birthright of a magical bag that we have in our lineage, so that we can triumph during times such as this. But I really do feel like with the King of Cups, that's kind of like your MO already. You just do this innately, or it's happening more and more and more. Would not be surprised if your life is getting more filled with synchronicities or filled with clarity, and your emotions and your desires are feeding that. So I love this for you, water signs. Also, you know, with the King of Cups, this could be the invitation of a new love partner, or deepening your connection to someone that's already in your life, really building on next level intimacy. And you know, we're getting the Death card here, and I don't even think that that's a bad thing, okay? Some of you may be just getting over a person and ready for the next new thing. You may be ready for something that is much more enriching, much more deeper, much more satisfying, much more just in your energy, matches your energy. But again, with the Death card, I really do feel like you have the depth to navigate death. You have the energy and the power to navigate the shadows in your past relationships, in your current relationships, in yourself as well. And, you know, through analyzing these shadows, through processing these emotions in your shadows, through playing creatively through these shadows, there is a lot of money to be made here. No, there's something that you're going to alchemize and convert it into currency in some way. It may not physically be money. It could be just like, oh, I through the exploration of, you know, investigating the shadow, I feel like I have a book material here. I feel like I have more clarity in this area of my life, which now brings in more of what I want, right? So that is, yeah, and I really do think like a lot of you guys are ready for relationships. You're ready for relationships. You're utilizing this Scorpio season to just get not necessarily hyper analyze other people. Just get more clear with yourself, making clarity with yourself, making decisions with yourself, letting the past be the past, but also choosing a new future. That does not mean that you are no longer talking to people in your past, or you're going to break up with people. But I just feel like there's a refreshing page that's being turned here. There's a new iteration of an old energy that is being rebirthed here. There's a stronger, more consistent version of you. There's a more confident version of you. There's a more grounded version of you, version of you that does not get lost in relationships or in associations with other people. Again, another thing that's going to be very helpful for you guys at this time is doing that aspect of the meditation that I'll show in the masterclass on Wednesday on how to clear your energetic aura from other people's fears, anxieties, the collective grid that you may not associate with or want to align with, right? And how to step out into a conscious grid that you are intentionally calling in. How to fill up your energy field with more of the frequency and the vibrations of what you would like to see around you, what you would love to experience in your day, what would you like to bring into your realm, right? What are we consciously creating together? And I really do think that you've got a good holding on this. You've got a good stance on this. You're in tune, but you're not too much in the clouds, and you're not too grounded where you can't make a move, and you're not prohibited from moving forward from the past. And I really do feel like you are calling in a lot of riches in all sense of the word, you know, finally meeting aligned people you're supposed to meet contractually in your soul contract, opportunities you're supposed to have, growing beyond limitations that you thought you had to stick into. So really, really good stuff for you, water signs. Let's move into fire signs, sun, moon, rising, Venus. Your energy for the week ahead of November 11th all the way to November 17th. Fire signs, sun, moon, rising, Venus. Let's get into your reading. What is your theme? Fire signs. Okay, so fire signs, you guys are getting the King of Pentacles. sort of in alignment with water signs, in the sense that we're getting a more grounded, established individual here. For anybody that's been worried about money, the message that's coming through is, you know, the more that you live in your purpose, the more that you live in the present moments and really dedicating yourself to what you're feeling called to experience in that present moment, the more money will come your way. I think a lot of you fire signs, you know, you're a jack of all trades, to say the least. So you have a lot of current talents that are kind of obvious, and you also have a lot of hidden talents that are now calling to be awakened, calling to come out to the surface. Some of these hidden talents you may already know that you have, and then you're just putting it on the side, on the back burner, like, yeah, this is something I want to do, and one day I'm going to do it. Not now. I really do think that it's time to check the closet and the cobwebs in the closet, bringing out any hidden gifts and talents, any old ideas or any new ideas that you may be getting just from your life's experience, and see not only how to monetize that, but there's something that is being birthed in you, like a leader, like someone who is birthed to be a leader, someone who is here to provide a massive service that could be tremendously useful and helpful for your humanity at this time, or at least within your community, right, and your people. And I really do think that you will be very, very well rewarded for this. Fire signs, this could be an excellent time to also revisit the energetics of opulence. If you have that course, that is about pivoting from a space of lack and hardship and thinking that things need to be hard into a space of infinite abundance, wonder, ease, and pleasure, right? How do we make that pivot, and how do we sustain that mindset so that we are welcoming in opulence and abundance in our life easily in every area of our life? I really do think that there's going to be a lot of financial gains made this week. It could be cleaning up reports, you know, really reviewing your budgets, deciding to launch something, initiate something, collaborate with someone. You could get some really lucrative clients or inspiring clients, or you could really make a big impression on those around you, in the way that you serve, in the way that you show up, in the way that you're allowing source to flow through you and use you as a beacon of good and change and transformation. And I really do think that by getting out of your own way and trusting the process and really in rooting yourself in the present moment, you do have this portal of opportunity, a portal of abundance, a portal of wealth that is opening up for you, right? And you don't need to know the details, just know that it's going to show up. And again, I'm also doing this reading on November 11th. For so many people, 11/11 is an auspicious day. They talk about the portal of 11/11 being a sacred number, being a holy number, being a time of rapid transformation and abundance and all of that. So you can take that for yourself and use that and let that catalyze you. You're also getting the Knight of Cups, right? And this is the dreamer, this is the seer, and this is the seeker. So all of the above may be happening. You may just be feeling really sensitively in tune. You just, you know, I'm feeling this and I'm picking up on this energy and I'm thinking about this person and I'm really feeling like I want to go here or invest in this and do that. I think this is an excellent time to lead with your heart, to follow your heart. Whatever your heart is telling you to do, as long as it resonates with you, you can't go wrong. I really do feel like this is the beginning steps of mastery of something major that's on the horizon. You might not even understand what it is. You might not even know what you're doing in the present moment by being led and called to these places. But I really do think that there is some sort of divine intervention that's happening here. You guys, again, with the Knight of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles, this is, you know, taking something that you deeply feel for, you deeply love, you deeply feel called to be a part of, and making it real with the Ace of Pentacles. It's reality. It is here. I'm building it from scratch. Some of you guys may literally be in the pursuit of finding your ideal home, your ideal partner. Some of you may already know who that ideal partner is in your life. With the Knight of Cups, I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna make this proposal. I'm gonna marry. I'm gonna just stick through it. I'm going to vocalize my heart and express myself. And that is what's forming the King of Pentacles. Someone who's self-assured, someone who's grounded, someone who's a leader, someone who takes initiative, but someone who's building something sustainable, strong, long-lasting, sustainable wealth in those regards. Money is coming up for you a lot. Ace of Pentacles. I really do feel like you're on your A game. Okay, not too dissimilar from the water signs that came before you. Emotionally, despite what's going on, a lot of you guys may feel hopeful. A lot of you guys may actually be getting channeled guidance, channeled alignment from your own guides, your own source, your own allies telling you, okay, we can't necessarily change what's going on in the world, but these are the things that you need to do for yourself now. This is where you're being called to lead. This is where what you're being called to act and decide on. And I really do think that there is some massive clarity in you. There's a massive sense of confidence, and you're like really hitting the ground running with the Chariot. Things can easily, like money will easily find you. Creative pursuits will easily find you. If you're looking for love, that can easily, you know, fall into your lap. If you're looking to establish something real serious in love, that also can be something that is falling into your lap. Fire signs. And so this is a really auspicious time not to underestimate yourself. If you want it, go for it. Okay, just make sure that you are clear that that is something that you want, and to know that you deserve and you can have it. Okay, so let's go into Earth sign. Earth, what's good? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. What is your theme for November 11th all the way to the 17th? Earth sign, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. What is their theme from November 11th to November 17th? Great Spirit. Okay, the card that flew out here, Earth, is the High Priestess. I think it's time for you to be living a little bit more mystically. This is about you knowing what you know and not having any sort of prior evidence or support in why you know what you know. You just know that you know, right? And that is the High Priestess. I don't need validation from anyone. I am, you know, a temple of God. I am co-creating with Source. I have Source within me. I am always sourcing the answer from within me. Therefore, I, you know, am full of self-trust. I am full of hope. I'm full of self-led direction. And this talks about a mysticism in some way, a very mystical lifestyle, a very mystical week up ahead for you Earth signs, where, let's just say hypothetically, what would happen if I knew I couldn't get it wrong, and if I knew I had all the answers in me? What would my next steps be? What would my decisions be in the morning? How would my day-to-day interactions change? You know, if I were to prioritize myself and really love myself wholly, how would that change my life? And so I think there is like some sort of a portal or a vessel that is opening up inside of you that is making space for miracles, is making space for the mystical. You are to have maybe mystical experiences with the divine, with spirits, with elevated guides, with maybe making connections to things that you were not able to make connections with before, understanding things from a deeper perspective, a deeper, higher, maybe more spiritual lens, maybe feeling called. Now, this is a time for you, Earth signs, to take initiative. You wanted to teach that yoga class. You wanted to teach that wellness class. You wanted to teach that meditation class. You wanted to get a you wanted to become a doula, or you wanted to do breath work For the community, this is a time to be a leader, a spiritual leader, and in leading yourself spiritually, you can get a lot of guidance, downloads, insights, just knowings, claircognizance, clairvoyance, clairaudience, tangency, I guess, you know, all sorts of clairs that are coming to you. And it's almost like, I don't want to say that you don't need a mentor. It's almost like I know how to mentor myself, because even if I don't know how to do something, or I don't know where to get the answer to something, I always have a guide, or I always have source that is giving me the next couple of steps, right? And so it's kind of like really allowing yourself to swim into the abyss of the nothing, the quantum field of pure potential, and creating like a sorcerer, a sorceress, right? From this infinite potential soup. What am I creating in the present moments? If I need something, I'm going to ask source for it. I ask my ancestors for it. I trust that it's going to be brought to me. I open myself up to receive. The High Priestess is a deeply divine feminine being. So this isn't a week to do things. This is a week to just say, I am the antenna for this frequency and I allow it into my life. You just need to decide what the frequency is and what you're setting your antenna up for. Should be a really, really, really fun week. I'm getting so excited for you. Partially, I am excited because I am an earth sign too. But this is, you know, this could be like a really unexpected plot twist, miraculous things unfolding, deja vu moments, meeting people from your past lives, starting a new soul contract. Maybe at some point, your soul was like, at this age, at this point in time in humanity, that's when I decide to awaken my gifts and things are now happening for you. Or that's when I decide I'm going to launch my business and things are happening for you. So let the momentum of excitement, let the momentum of being led by spirit take you to wherever you need to go. You don't need to know what the next steps are. You don't need to be ready. You are ready. You are worthy. You're being led, right? You're not alone. Please use this week to utilize the guidance of source in whatever way that is for you. I am teaching a free masterclass this Wednesday, the 13th, okay, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. There will be a replay. Sign up down below to get the link. But the masterclass is on consulting your ancestral elders, consulting your ancestral allies, whether it be the ancestors that you've already known to have passed or future ancestors that you don't even know exist, that in the quantum field of timelines, past, present, and future, we can tap into any potential. We can tap into any and talk to anything, right? And so we're going to be getting guidance from them. We're going to be channeling information. We're going to be getting those next steps. We're going to be downloading energies that are going to be benevolent and helpful for our missions here on Earth at this time. We're going to learn how to work our energy fields and set it up and clear it up and all of this good stuff from me to you. So that could be something that is very helpful for you at this time. And again, if you can't make it, you can get the replay. But it is filled with High Priestess juju. You know, readings for yourself, readings in the Akashic records, readings and studying occult information, studying intuitive information, being the healer of your family, of your lineage, healing yourself, just being able to read people fulfilled. Like you could just, I think that there's something in the air because every one of the signs have gotten some sort of psychic, intuitive glitch up in the matrix for this week. So everyone's on their like Harry Potter bag, everyone's on their tarot bag, all right? And whether the readings is mediumship readings, Akashic record readings, tarot readings, Merendil Lagoon readings, whatever, Spiritismo readings, there's a reading there that maybe you can sit down and get some more information for yourself, or stuff that spirit is telling you. You've got a lot of proactive spirits around you giving you information, and your next steps will certainly be revealed. This is not a week to do much. This is the week to be much, right? And so just open yourself up to receive, surrender, cater to your well-being, and see what unfolds from that space of just knowing that you already know, That you don't have to do anything. I already know. I just need to remember, and boom, I'm swimming in that. So air signs, babies, last but not least, this is your reading for November 11th all the way to the 17th. Okay, air signs, sun, moon, rising, Venus. Air sign, sun, moon, rising, Venus. Let's get guidance here. What are the air signs themes? What are the theme for air signs? I bet there. So many cards wanted to fly out. Let's get more clarity on the air sign theme. This one. Okay, and you know what? I just set this to the earth signs, I set this to the fire, and I set this to the water. All of us is getting some sort of deep sensitivity at this time, like this deep knowing in our hearts, clear empathy, clear cognizance, though your ability to tap into other people's feelings and emotions without you being around them or having any logical explanation as to why you can feel it. También, clear cognizance is a simple knowing of subtle energy, subtle information, information that cannot be seen by the physical eye. Energy cannot be seen by the physical eye. It's just knowing, right? Like when you walk into the room, you automatically know, maybe in like an hour, I feel like there's this person that's going to come in, or I feel like I'm going to meet the love of my life here, or there's that energy is kind of dense in that corner, a fight probably broke out, or I'm not feeling this vibe, I got to walk out, I'm not feeling like something good is going to happen here. That is all part of clear cognizance, clear knowing, just knowing something that is going to happen or has happened without any sort of logical information feeding you this knowledge, right? And so here with the Page of Cups, we get the messenger of love, the messenger of intuition, the messenger of almost like it's like a genie in a bottle, as you wish type of energy. And it is the one that is the hope, the dreamer, the visualizer, the one that speaks things into existence. So we're summoning a lot of spiritual gifts, psychic gifts with this card. So this is a week to play. This is a week to invoke play and possibility and curiosity, air signs. And you do it through visualization, visualizing your day, visualizing your energy field, working with energy in that sense, really putting your heart on your sleeve. For those that are, there could be somebody in the past coming back up for you. Air signs, there could be potential past lover, past life that you're serendipitously meeting this week or in the next weeks to come. There is divine intervention, right? And so when I see divine intervention, I feel like there's like-minded individuals you're bumping into for a higher mission. Soulmate, unity, soul contracts, orchestrated by your angels, by your ancestors, dream life conjuring, reality, creating reality, right? So, and it's all in the realm of play. It's all in the realm of the imaginary, which requires you to really step into your artistry bag and not shame yourself, not be judgmental, not be critical, but just kind of in the day-to-day moment, what is it that I'm being pulled to create? What is it that I'm being pulled to go to? Where am I being led to do? What am I being led to do? I really do feel like it's kind of like you're in this like Wonderland house. You're in this like Disneyland house, and it's a maze of wonders, and it's a hall of mirrors, and one hall of mirror opens up to a different portal, and this mirror opens up to a different portal. This energy is giving very escapism, like just be mindful not to overtly indulge in anything that may not be healthy for you. A little wine, a little weed, a little whatever, maybe too much work, too much sex, too much wine, too much weed, too much cigarettes, too much whatever, too much TV, too much social media. That is also an area that you're kind of toddling back and forth from during this time where you're just so sensitive and you're feeling everything, right? Again, this is an excellent reason why you should be able to attend my free masterclass on Wednesday. The link is down below, but I will be teaching you how to clean and clear your energy field, how to program it with the reality that you want to experience and of your own personal energy, how to read into the future using your future ancestral allies, right? All of this stuff. I feel like this is a time where things are in transition for you, especially people in your life. You are meeting new people, but that also comes with the elimination of old people, or the contracts that are ending between your association and your responsibility and your role in other people's life, and vice versa. I also do feel like air signs, you're entering a sweeter life. So a lot of people collectively may be freaking out because of the presidential elections and because of what we may be able to foresee historically. But, you know, surprisingly enough, everyone in this reading, or at least my audience, seems to have a really good grasp on spiritual hygiene, on who they are as a soul being, what they come here to do, or at least you're trying to get your bearings on that. You're more intentional with living in purpose, more intentional from shifting from a collective grid of fear, anxiety, lack of self-worth, to a collective grid of abundance and wealth and peace and harmony and happiness, and the support of your spiritual gifts, of these spiritual allies, the existence of other beings here that are helping us to evolve. I really do think that you're in this transition of really kind of living this on a day-to-day basis, and the reality that you're in is going to shift to model that transition, right? But for now, all you need to really do is kind of rely on the intuitive information and the psychic information you're picking up on at this time. That is going to be very, very valuable. This is Gede season. Okay, this is the season of the dead, the season of the ancestors, the season of getting, you know, being beyond the veil and getting information and teaching yourself this so that it can help you now, currently, with what's going on in your world, but also in the future too. So can't wait to see you guys on Wednesday. All right, do not miss it. The link will be down below. I will see y'all, and you can catch the replay if you sign up for the link. You will get the replay if you miss it. All right, I'll see y'all next week. Love ya. Bye.